Croeso Aspiration Training. My name's Ira and I'm here to talk to you about how to plan today. You'll be planning for a control task and this will help you to work on that. In everyday life we plan things like weddings, parties, childcare, holidays, shopping and even our qualifications. So from the pictures you can see where planning hasn't been carried out and things have gone wrong. The chap trying to escape from the prison hasn't planned and he's ended up in the wrong place and he's failed to escape. The man that's painted the room has started in the wrong point and he's backed himself into a corner. I haven't done that myself, but I'm sure there are lots of people that have. And the bridges, there are two bridges, they haven't met in the middle, no planning, no communication, and it's gone horribly wrong. So proper planning prevents poor performance. If you don't plan, you are setting yourself up to fail. Everybody thinks, why plan? It's so you don't miss any points out, you cover everything and you achieve your goal. So failing to plan is planning to fail. Prior planning prevents poor performance, as I've already said. Planning is bringing the future into the present. A goal without a plan is just a wish. So the key features of a good plan. First of all, what is your goal? Why are you completing the task? What information do you need and where can you find it? How will you show the information? What will you do with the information? And how will you use the information to achieve your goal? And what were your results? What do they tell you? So we've got a scenario here, and a scenario is the reason that you're carrying out the task. If you refer to your source documents, all the information will be there for you to refer to. So the scenario here is two of your closest friends are getting married. They'd like your help to plan their wedding. They would like a wedding with 100 guests, either in Swansea or Cardiff, in June. So the aims of this task, the aim is what you need to do. So the first aim is to work out the total cost of the hotels for 100 guests. Next, you need to investigate the average cost of the hotels in Swansea and Cardiff and choose which one is the most cost effective. Then find a suitable source to work out the cost of the wedding photographer. This isn't given to you in your source documents, you have to find that for yourself. State clearly where you found your source. Next, find the median and mode of the photography costings. Work out how much your friends can save for 6 months prior to the wedding. Finally, find out how much your friends need to borrow and the total cost of a loan. So we have a spider diagram here. This will help you build up a picture of what you've got to do. So you start with the main goal in the middle, which is to plan the wedding. Next, you have layers coming off. You have the photographer, the loan, and the hotels. So you might end up with something like this. You've got your wedding in the middle and you've got the reception, the stationery, the flowers, the guests, and you build up what you've got to do in each part of the plan. So for our scenario, we're going to draw a spider diagram. You might choose to do a flow chart, or you might even prefer just to write a list for your plan. It's whatever works for you. So we've got the wedding in the middle, we've got a leg going off for the photographer, the money and the hotels. And there's 3 questions that we need to ask for each part. First of all, what information are you looking for? Where are you going to find it and how are you going to present it? So in the case of the photographer, what costings are you looking for? Where are you going to get that information? You might look online, you might ring companies up to get that information, and how are you going to present it to your friends? Once you've done this for all aims of the task, you need to start to write your introduction. We've done this here for you, which I'll read to you. It's a basic overview of everything you've got to do. So in this task, I'm going to help my friends plan a wedding. They are interested in 2 areas, Swansea or Cardiff. I will find prices for hotels and wedding photographer using a variety of sources. I will consider my friends' monthly expenditure and how much they can save over 6 months prior to the wedding. I will use averages, percentages, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, median and mode to achieve these aims. This will then allow me to compare the prices, find the best deal and suggest funding if necessary. I will present my results using tables, a bar chart or graph in order to make the results clear and easy to understand. So that's basically everything you've got to cover. Next, you move on to going into the paragraphs in more depth for each aim. So the next paragraph, I will double the cost of each hotel in Swansea and Cardiff from source 1, because if you refer to your source 1 document in front of you, you'll see that the prices are only for 50 guests. I will then calculate any necessary discount. Then you need to subtract the discount from the cost, and I will present this in a suitable format. So you might choose a table, you might choose a graph, you might choose a pie chart. It's whatever works for you and you think is going to present the information most clearly. Moving on to your next aim, I will investigate the average cost of hotels in each area. I will look at source 1 and sort the hotels into their areas, Swansea and Cardiff. Using the figures in table 1, I will calculate the average cost of hotels in each area. So you're basically telling your story. Moving on to your next aim, I will use Google to access local photographers in both areas. This will give me a range of costings for June. I will save this information in a Word document. I will round the costings to the nearest £10 and then calculate the median and mode of photographer costings. You might choose to round the figures to the nearest 100 or nearest £5 or nearest £1. It depends on what your figures are. It's your choice. To find the median, I will order the costings from lowest to highest and find the middle costing. To find the mode, I will look for the most frequently occurring costing. I will present this information to my friends in a bar chart. Again, that's just our suggestion. You can choose what you think is going to show this clearly. I will look at source 2 to find out the amount of money that my friends could save after their monthly expenses have been paid. I will then use multiplication to find out the total they can save for 6 months. This will help me to calculate whether my friends need to take out a loan. I will present this information in a pie chart, for example. Again, you make the decision of how you're going to present the information. This brings us to the end of the plan. Your next step is to do the calculations. If you haven't already done so, you can look at calculation videos that have been put together on here for you.